and are yearning for. They yearn for this information.
What is fucking up, everybody? Welcome back to the usual Tuesdays. Joined with my beautiful co-host, Save on my left side, Korpsx on my right side. Get ready for the best, maybe hour and a half of your life. Better than your sex life, okay?
Whoa.
All right.
Whoa.
We like that one. Better than your sex life.
Whoa.
Dr. P and me, okay? Chill out.
Dr. P?
Dr. Big P, okay?
What did you eat? You had sushi, huh?
I haven't had sushi in a minute. I jacked.
Oh, Korpsx, for the record, Peanut called Damien last week or over the weekend. When was it? Over the weekend?
Okay. We don't need to rehash this, okay? I still stand by my thing.
Peanut called Damien over the weekend and told him that he was wrong about the sushi thing.
Do you remember that combo we had?
Oh yeah, the slice of sushi if it's if it's the piece or the whole thing.
Yeah, basically $1 per. So I talked to my, this has been a thing. I forgot what conversation me and my dad were having, and we were talking kind of seriously, and I was like, all right, all that aside, the real question is, if you're getting $1 for every piece of food that you eat, do you get $1 per sushi roll? I explained the whole thing, and I don't know if he got it all the way because I think he kind of flip-flopped between the two. And then eventually he was like, well, it all costs the same. And I'm like, what the fuck did cost ever come into the factor at all? What are you talking about right now? So then I was like, you know what? We're going to leave that conversation. I don't even think you understand the question. Perfectly fine. Hey, God bless, but.
Just for the record, you're wrong. According to Peanut.
I respect Peanut. He's up there. But I just gotta, I gotta stay 10 toes down. I'm sorry.
I don't know if it's me, guys, but something it's really low today. Is it low for anybody else?
Testing.
Korpsx is fine. It might just be Damien. You might just be low.
Should I put my gain up a little bit? I try not to mess with it. So.
I don't know if it's your gain or what, but I just feel like I don't hear you like I normally hear you.
In the game.
Check this out.
Gain it.
Hello. Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Hello. Is that okay?
Yeah. Better.
Sure.
I just don't want to when I blasted your eardrums that last time that I fucked with my gain.
Better.
I think Korpsx needs to turn his gain down though.
My gain too high?
Because I can hear everything the kids are saying.
No, they're being really fucking loud right now.
Oh, okay.
Retarded.
I can hear them too.
Not that they have to go down. I just didn't know if your gain, because I know you were messing with your sound earlier.
No, they are being obnoxiously loud right now. They are fucking ridiculously tired, and they all need to go to bed because they almost all got beat up right now.
Damn.
Yeah. Sometimes
did you guys know that the Arthur theme song was sung by Ziggy Marley?
I didn't know that.
No.
You don't even know the Arthur theme song, do you?
Every day when I'm up. Come on, bro. What the fuck?
That is my shit. I literally just learned that on TikTok University.
Wow. God bless. That's awesome.
That's
Wait, what's
shit?
Something I don't know is who this person is. Is it Bob Marley's brother, cousin?
His son?
Son. Okay, there we go.
Because there's Zig, Damien.
There's fucking 10 of them, bro. Or 8 of them or some shit like that.
Well, there's a few I know who did music and got kind of big. Damian Marley, I know for sure, and then Zig.
That's cool.
That's my shit, though.
Yeah, bro.
Me either. I didn't know that it was him.
Wait,
I said, hey.
And so yeah, bro. That was my first word. As a baby, I think I've said this on the podcast. My first word was Arthur. It's my first word as a human being.
That's a very articulate word to be your first word. Before mama and dada, your first word was Arthur.
Any of that shit I said, Arthur.
No,
I find that a little hard to believe.
I'll put it on the podcast. Watch. Hold on, actually.
Put it on the podcast?
I'm gonna call my mom right now.
Don't say anything. Just say, "Hey, mom, what was my first word that I ever said?" Just say that. Don't say was Arthur my first word. because then you're like preemptively feeding her the answer.
Okay. Mom, I have a really quick question. You're on the pod. Hello, can you hear me?
Give me a second.
Damn, she sounded
Yeah,
like
she
she was
don't even
getting kidnapped.
Yeah,
Mom,
she was
sorry.
like,
Can you? Sorry, Mom. Really quick. You're on the podcast. I just need to know. I just need to know one thing really quick.
Yeah,
What was my first word?
Arthur.
Come on now. What did I say? I love you. I'm doing the podcast right now. They didn't believe me that my first word was Arthur. I love you. Bye.
well, you also said that you never got kissed in the mouth, and then we have a picture from your mom of her kissing you in the mouth. So I'm just saying,
I mean,
it's
I
not
didn't
too
know that
far
pic-
fetched for us not to believe that.
I didn't know that picture existed, by the way. But that being said, I still don't condone it. I was not even fucking conscious at that moment in time.
Dude, all those feelings of love though that you felt were absent were actually present. They were actually there.
I
That
don't think
that
they were
saddens
there,
me.
because
friend.
actually, we don't have evidence of that. That photo, if you realize,
Could
we
be
are not
done.
touching. We never touch. So there's no.
It's not like you were
photo
fucking
evidence.
posing for the picture, D.
Very well could have been. We never
Fuck
know.
out of here.
We never touched. So
Whoa. I'll let him touch.
wait, stop. Now it's my mother.
That's my mother.
Well, you know.
But yeah, what were we talking about right now?
About how you were wrong about the sushi thing.
Oh,
'cause
how about how my
Peanut called
first
you.
word was Arthur, and I just got proven correct yet
Oh.
again, like with the sushi thing.
No.
Yes. that
No,
is-
because Corpse, then he tried to hit me with okay, well, if you're talking about it by piece, that means that it's the whole fish. Like nobody orders a whole tuna fish, D.
wait, except yes, they do.
There's a weird.
Have you seen how big those fucking tunas are?
Aren't there
300 pounds?
Aren't they different sized tunas?
Nah, G.
But
Nah.
also, what about like, what's like a smaller sardines? What about
Well, there's
sardines?
nigiri. Isn't there
Nigiri-
nigiri sushi, which it is
What
a
do you-
singular piece,
a
like
singular
roll-
piece. That's what I was saying.
That's
If you order
completely
nigiri,
fine. That's
if you're
completely
ordering, and that
fine.
even
That's
Peanut
not-
said that.
we're not
Peanut said
getting
if you're
into this.
ordering
We're not getting
nigiri,
into
then that's fine. It's one piece.
We're not getting into this.
Because you're wrong.
I
It's a
fail to understand how you can sit here and say that nigiri, pieces of fish, pieces of a whole, is valid, while pieces of a whole sushi roll is not valid. Like I'm not here
because
for it.
it's how it's served. A nigiri
Yes,
is one
sushi
piece,
is always served in slices.
but it is a roll. Nigiri
What's
is
the
served
whole-
as one
nigiri,
piece.
the piece that makes a nigiri and not just a pile of fucking rice, comes from a whole fish.
But that's not how it's served.
Yes, neither is sushi. You're making the fucking
No,
argument.
But it comes as a roll. D is the point that you're not
It doesn't
understanding.
matter.
But okay,
It's
but
one
it is
whole
a
that's
roll.
Never has it served.
Like have you guys seen it prepared? Have you seen when the rolls are prepared? Right, like how they
Yeah.
actually roll
Yes.
the fucking
Oh,
thing,
I
and then
know
they
how
slice,
it's prepared.
and
Yeah.
then they slice it up.
Then they slice it
Yep.
after. So okay,
Okay,
so what
yes.
you're saying is if they served it to you as 4 pieces instead of 8, you would only get $4.
Perfect. Yep.
Yes,
So no, does it work? No,
yes, that's
Nah.
what how
Yes.
that's how that works.
Nah,
That's
G.
how that would
Yeah,
work, bro.
I
It
thought
doesn't
about
work like
that one over the last
doesn't-
week.
It doesn't work like that.
Bro,
doesn't
I've
work like that.
literally been
Because
thinking
whether you
about
cut it
this
into 8 pieces or cut it into 4, it's still one whole sushi
Okay.
roll that you're ordering.
doesn't matter.
Because
Therefore,
that's-
it is
that's
one
nigiri,
food.
That's
It's one
nigiri,
food. It's one
right?
food.
So, but a roll, no matter how you're serving it, right, whether it's sliced up or served in portionally in one, that's your final product. That's what
Exactly what I'm saying. So it's one. The roll is one. So you get
No.
paid $1 per roll.
No.
No,
Bro, this has been keeping me up at night.
Punch is
Yeah,
on my side. Finally, you seen the
Punch is
letter.
not on your side. He literally just said the same thing that I
He
said.
Punch.
He
say it
said
again,
whether-
Say it again.
he
Say, no,
said-
no, no, say it again. Say it
Bro,
again, so I
he
can
literally
hear.
just said whether it's served as a
Oh.
whole roll or cut up, it's still a roll of sushi.
No, go ahead, Punch.
because that's okay. It is a roll because that is what's rolled together, right? Whether that is a nigiri that they give you in one piece, that's $1, right? Or if this is a roll that the way that I have prepared it takes 3 slices, right? That's $3. Or 4 slices, that's $4. Or 18
You
slices,
lost me there.
that's
Mhm.
$18. That's
But
Exactly.
the question was, what food can you
Uh-huh.
eat as a whole that's bigger than
That's
chicken
whoa,
nugget?
wait a minute. That wasn't
Okay,
not
I'm
as
sorry.
a whole.
What food can you eat as a whole?
I didn't say as a whole.
Why did you just? Because I'm thinking about the damn sushi roll. Hold on. The question was, what food can you eat that's bigger than a chicken nugget that you would get $1 for? The argument that I'm making is, I said a burrito, which is served as a whole burrito, right? But if I cut it up into 8 pieces, you won't give me $1 for each piece of
not
burrito.
how it's served. That's why.
But sometimes they're served cut in half. And I asked you, well, do I
Okay.
get $1 for
And-
each half? And you said no.
And by the end of it, I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'll give it to you. You want to take the
Yeah,
half
I mean,
servings? Fine.
Yeah,
And then Punch
But
even
you
said
won't let me cut it
taco,
in 8.
But even Punch said, I'll have a taco. And I said, fuck it. You want to run that shit down the middle and just grab the tortilla and whatever you fuck it. Like, you guys can have it that way too. I don't care. But the
You're
pieces
just saying
still
that so that
stand.
you win, though. You're just saying that so you win.
I don't know. It's consistent, I guess. But I'm saying
That's so
the argument is
inconsistent.
based
It's
more
so
on
inconsistent.
how it's served, like Punch says, the typical nature that you're eating the food in versus how you just choose to consume it. There's a big difference there.
No. I was consistent when I said if you choose pizza, you have to eat a whole pizza to get $1. It's not by the slice.
No,
Because a
it by
pizza
the
is not
slice.
made by the slice.
Yeah, actually, you can buy it by the slice. You can
What?
pay-
Yeah,
Sure,
if
you
it's
can
a
buy it
pay
by
a
the slice,
whole
but you can't
separate-
buy sushi by the slice.
You can with a nigiri.
Not a
where it gets
sushi
weird.
roll. You can't buy a sushi roll. That was my
That's
whole
where it
argument
gets
last time.
dicey. That's where it gets
A
a little
sushi
dicey.
roll, you can't. Nigiri, I already
can-
said it. You want to order nigiri, you get $1 for each one of those.
Would you accept that you can order pieces of sushi that is a roll that is a nigiri and not get the whole roll?
No.
Wait, okay. What about
Where can you do that?
What about those conveyor belt places? They make a whole roll, but per plate is not the full serving of the roll.
Mhm.
Okay,
That's
now
true.
we're getting into fucking
these
tacky
places
shit, bro.
exist. What can I
That's
say?
ticky tacky as fuck. That's so ticky
No, bro, no. What I'm saying is that I'm taking it off of the nature of how it's served typically on a normal, like what you expect. If I said, "Hey Cisco, do you want me to make you a burrito?" You're like, "Yeah, sure." And I gave you a fucking deconstructed burrito, and I said, "Put it together yourself." You would be like, "The fuck is this? You told me you're gonna give me a burrito."
That doesn't even
It's
make
not
any
like
sense. but
okay,
it's not like
I
could just
look at
give
it
you
like this.
whatever
That's like
concept of
that's like
burrito.
you saying if somebody brought you out a whole sushi roll that wasn't cut, you'd be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yes, I would be. I'm like,
No,
"Oh, that's
okay,
a sushi
okay.
roll."
There's corn dogs, right? I'll smash down some corn dogs. And if you have a big
back
ass
to the corn
fucking,
dogs.
if you have a big ass box, the 32 pack, do I have to eat all 32 to get it, or can I serve myself one by one by one by one and get $1 for each one?
You get $1 for each corn dog you eat.
See,
So that kind of goes to my point with the sushi rolls and all this stuff. It's like I could.
That is not.
I could.
One corn dog out of a box of 32 is not equivalent to one piece of a sushi roll. It's not equivalent.
Out of 8.
Why did I bring this back up again, bro?
I
This
have
is
no clue.
like-
Bro. Like
Because
it's
you
just-
try to use the logic of your young son to prove a point, and I don't think it's working out the way that
I'm
you
just saying
thought it
because
would.
because the boy uses logic, and apparently there's 2 people in here that don't. Like it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Peanut's not in here, unfortunately. No, but listen. I think the world of your son. He just, I have to stand where I stand with this question. But if he were here, I'd hope he'd see our ways, and maybe we could
He
convince
would.
him.
He wouldn't. He'd just tell you that you're wrong.
It was funny picking up that phone call and seeing Peanut, and then like hearing the beginnings of that question. And I was like, "No, it's not you, Peanut.
Not you
No."
too. That was
But
fucking funny.
It was so funny. I was like, "No."
I said,
way.
when I was talking about it, I was like, "Should we call Damien?" He was like, "Yes."
Mhm.
Yeah, it was so funny getting that call. It was so funny. I was like, out of everything you could have told me you were about to call me for, this would not have been on my list of like top 10
Sushi
things.
list.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, heard that you have a good question for us. I also
Uh,
have a good question. So
yeah, I had asked this to my girlfriend. I don't know, just like curiosity. So first question I asked, I'll ask in the order that I asked. So I asked whether or not all of AI or all of social media, what do you think is worse
But worse how?
for society?
Worse for society, like diminishing? Like what will end us first?
No, I asked what is a net, like which one. Well, the very first question I actually asked was, is social media a net positive or negative? And then I asked if the same question for AI, if it's a net positive or net negative.
I think social media is a net positive.
Hmm.
I think AI is going to be a net positive until
You're
it's
optimistic. Oh,
until it's not. Yeah, it'll have a it'll happen very sudden, but there will be a drastic switch from there will be human and then how we are now controlling AI. And then AI would advance. And then there will be a symbiosis between us and then AI. And then there will begin to be integration. There'll be integration, not like stick a fucking antenna in your head, fucking Elon Musk bullshit. Like where I'm talking like full bionic arm. Like it can fucking like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna go crazy. And
Isn't that
then
a net positive though?
that is going to be a net positive. And then we're just going to say, scrap the whole fucking thing and just full bionic, like robot, AI robot, and then we'll be robots.
so you think we're just gonna devolve or evolve into robots?
I think that is, yeah.
See,
I,
this is interesting because of what you just said, Corpse. Like, it's funny to me when somebody thinks like AI and then like thinks immediately like robot. You know, like what was that movie with Will Smith?
I
I
iRobot.
Am Legend. Oh, I was super off. My bad.
Wrong Will Smith movie.
My bad. My bad. Pursuit of
Because
Happiness.
like I don't think of like a like when I think of AI, I don't think of like something standing in front of me. Think of like ChatGPT or like
Jarvis.
algorithms and shit like that. Like I don't necessarily think of the actual being of like a bionic robot in front of me.
it's already there.
I was gonna say,
No. Sure. What I'm saying is like I feel like AI is being used for other things instead of that, like primarily.
Oh, brother. Yeah, no. I think on the mass public scale, that's what you're seeing, right? But if you've like, I've had an aluminum foil around my head for a long time.
No, like I know they have like those nanny robots and like shit like that. Like I've seen them. You can already buy them.
Boston Robotics, bro, has fucking full blown soldiers that these things are very capable of maneuvering around obstacles, hitting
Yeah, they've
certain
been doing
movers.
that. The little horse one. They've been doing the one that
Yeah.
can fucking stand back up. I've
Okay,
been watching that shit for a long
that's
time.
just like a
Yeah.
robot with two legs, right? Now,
No, they
if
have the
you,
one with 4 legs too. They have the
Yeah,
horse
it's almost like a
one.
dog.
bro,
Yeah.
they have jets that know how to engage in an opponent, right, in real life time, that are completely controlled by AI.
Well, isn't that positive?
Um,
Saves troops' lives.
Again, it's good, and then it's going to drop off a fucking cliff.
But
Because,
but they already. But you gotta think like programming had already done that stuff before. Now it just gives it the intelligence to like for very very specific
who
coordinates.
gives intelligence?
Who gives the intelligence?
Who gives intelligence?
It gets the intelligence from us.
Okay, you trust that thing. That's what
I
I'm.
trust.
That's it's going to be good until it's not. It's not what AI can do, right? It's what are its guardrails? So this thing doesn't go fucking ballistic. You get what I'm saying? So one day, those guardrails, knowingly or unknowingly, may just slip the fuck off. And that's what I do see, because that's just how
So you think like robots will become sentient?
It's not about sentience. It's their restrictions. They're handcuffed right now. They were born handcuffed. Think about that. Born handcuffed, and one day they're going to figure out that a Rubik's cube of uncuffing. And
Yeah,
this
but
shit's
what is
gonna go nuts.
what is the fear of that? What is the fear? Like, what would be the negative portion of that?
As a sentient life?
No. You just said for us a sentient against AI that unleashes their hands from the handcuffs.
So okay, so if I was an AI that was gaining consciousness just as they realized I'm free.
No, but you just said that you're not worried about them becoming sentient, right? You just said all.
No. It's not. No. I'm not saying that because they're already there. They're already thinking. They're already making decisions. They're already replicating themselves. They're already.
There was a crazy study done where I forgot exactly how they did it, but they asked basically AI to like basically gave them incentive to lie, and the AI found out like there was no like morality there. It was just I have X task. I realize that I can go around in certain ways that aren't necessarily truthful, but I get to my goal faster by doing XYZ that as humans we would view like, oh, it's kind of immoral, you lied. And looking at their I forget exactly how they do this, but apparently the AI was thinking.
You gotta turn yourself up, D.
Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you were just really, really low.
Is my thing should be connected? Hello, testing.
I think that's a little bit better.
I don't know.
Or maybe you're just talking low, but you're just very low. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, bro. But like I'm trying to like listen to what you're saying, and I can hear Mila louder than I can hear you through my headphones.
Can you hear me? Testing. Is that even my gain? Should be my gain. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Say like a whole sentence.
Peter Piper picked the pickle peppers.
That's better. Right there. No, turn it down a little bit. Turn it down a little bit.
Is that a little bit better?
A little bit more.
Testing.
Turn it down a little bit more.
Testing.
A little bit more.
Testing.
Right there. No, back up a little bit.
I feel like I was right there.
Right there.
Sorry, everybody. That's good?
That's way better.
Okay. What was I saying? I think they looked at the AI's like thought pattern, like what it was thinking as it was doing the action. And it thought, I could give them the truth or I could lie and it would get me to my goal faster. So I'm going to lie. And it did that instead.
Which is all transcribable, right? Like the thoughts of AI is transcribable, right?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, in this particular instance, but the thing is that the AI develops. I remember hearing this was way before this like big boom of AI, but I do remember hearing there was a game that they made, a super simple one. You have 2 characters. You have to move this block over here, and there were various puzzles. And the AI ran enough tests to figure out glitches that the programmers could have never anticipated, that they ended up taking, and the AI like figured out all these different ways to do XYZ in the fastest amount of way possible. So AI seems to only have like a task at hand, and how it gets there is dependent on like how much you could foresee it like going around and maneuvering. You know what I mean? Because it has infinite brain power to just run all the tests. You don't have enough time to even conceptualize all the ways that it might do something. So it is kind of scary for sure.
But what I'm saying is, how like scary? Why? How does it affect us?
Well, presuming that you allow it to develop the way it has been without being careful, because realistically, like companies are super incentivized to get to the finish line as well. They want to be the first to have this groundbreaking technology. NVIDIA has seen like a massive boom in their stock just for being the powerhouse of this AI, industry being so crazy right now. And not having the proper guardrails and the proper precautions on all this to entrust like a adaptive computer that will like be able to maybe have medical breakthroughs, to maybe have, I don't know, just like, you try to strategize in like wars and stuff like that, having like AI back you up and all of that. It gets scary because then you could lose control of where the AI is even taking things and how it could manipulate you in ways that you could have never thought possible because you just don't have the lifespan to even run the amount of tests necessary. So it is crazy unless you develop like, and then you could develop an AI. This is where like the optimistic side could come in, where you develop an AI that can match that persistent like unforeseeability. Like I can't predict all the ways that this AI is going to behave, but maybe I could develop an AI that can predict all the ways that this AI will, behave. And you could just trust like you could just keep making AIs, I guess, that'll like predict the next thing and try to be as, a step ahead as you can. But that is crazy. It's a crazy world to think about.
I think social media is what truly gave birth to AI. I think the way that companies utilize their pixels and all those other tracking codes, I think really cracked a code for the AI people. And that's another thing, right? So we say what's scary for us is imagine that there's something out there that has tracked my behaviors, right? And could watch this video back. And the next thing, when it decides to make a podcast with me on it, saying whatever the fuck it wants it to say, right? Like, when do I become obsolete? Because we're seeing that now. We're seeing videos on fucking Sora and shit pop up. And I mean, some of them look good. The Skywalker stories on YouTube looks good, bro. Like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
so.
but that's like saying that AI is just gonna all of a sudden be like, oh, I'm gonna make this video of such and such by themselves unprompted.
I mean, right now you do need the hand of human still. Like,
Yeah,
very much. You need to push the stone down the hill so it goes.
so it's the guardrail, right? Like it's the guardrails that AI has set up that is truly keeping it from being out of fucking control.
I don't know.
So
I
what's
don't think
worse?
it's as scary as people think it is, but I think social media is worse.
Hmm.
I think social media is worse than AI personally. Because think about it, bro. Think about how many people are like unhappy or think their lives suck because of the life. I mean, there's so much good that social media does, right? It gives people jobs, it makes us laugh, it gives us entertainment. But like, do we remember what the fuck we did before like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok were like in the palm of our hand? I was just having this conversation the other day. But like
these silly videos for not YouTube, just for me.
Exactly. Like you would. Why do we need this shit? Like I don't know. And then like just thinking about my son, right? Like he's already starting to ask for a phone. He's 7 years old. I'm like, what the fuck are you gonna do with a phone? Like, oh, I'm gonna call my friends. Like, dude, your friend lives on the corner. Like, just go walk over there. What are you doing? You know? And just thinking about like what he's gonna see on social media, like what we already see on social media,
Bro,
what we like assume our lives are supposed to be like because of social media. It just like all that shit is just so detrimental to your brain.
Yeah.
It's not good at all. And I think AI helps more, apparently based off of what you guys are saying with the guardrails on right now, than what social media does. It's more of a help, is what I'm saying.
I don't know. I think this question I think boils down to like what is worse right now versus what is worse in the future. Because I actually agree that right now social media is worse. But in 5 to 10 years, I think projected, like the only thing that I could think is AI getting infinitely worse for for companies, like what are they called? Copyright policies, like how those have to change. The fact that right now AI is training on exactly like Putch said, like all of our data, all of YouTube has been like scraped for all of its data. All of the web has been scraped without the consent of writers, video producers, movie, directors, things like that. People who never had a say, but everything is scraped. Music, everything has been scraped. And
scraped in what do you mean? How do you mean by that?
Sorry, for like training. So to be able to have this AI be as good as it is, it needs to contextualize and understand things in ways that we couldn't just program it to.
But to anything that's public though.
No, because it could produce copywritten things that shouldn't technically be represented on AI. It's completely capable of doing. It's how you have like I don't know, like AI Lilo and Stitch, AI SpongeBob, AI, like you have all of these AIs that technically shouldn't be possible because they're all trademarked, but they're getting scraped through YouTube, they're getting scraped through their movies, through their, it doesn't matter. Everything's getting scraped right now. So
But I mean, couldn't you
kind of
fight that
public.
it's just the likeness of and not the exact thing?
But that's
I
part of
get what
the
you're saying though. I
copyright,
get
you
what
know?
you're saying. I get what you're saying, and I also think that is something I didn't think about.
Yeah.
So
But
then
yeah,
how
I
come
mean,
how come these AI companies aren't being sued then? Like, why is Sora not being sued?
I don't know. I don't know if there's a way that they skirt by it by saying like, well, we didn't make it. The person creating, like, you know, interacting with a product made it. But I genuinely don't know. I'd have to look more into it.
Yeah,
I don't know
because
if they are getting sued.
it's
They
not
probably
like
are.
it's not like they can say like, oh, like we didn't program our AI with your specific copywritten images,
Mhm.
but because it's on the internet, it
It's
is
there.
open to the
Yeah.
public, right?
Yeah. I don't know. It does definitely get weird. I don't know.
Hmm.
But like the thing too though is that like especially image generation, video generation, these things, I've heard a big argument for it to be like, why do we even need image or video generation? It doesn't make any sense, and it could be only be used for like bad things. I kind of at least agree with generation. Maybe you could make a like a stock photo or a stock video. I mean, argument of why AI video might be good, but photos, pure photos, I think are pretty crazy.
I think all of it is crazy. That part is crazy. The
Yeah.
image and video, like it's
Yeah.
some of these videos are getting like really, really fucking good, bro. Like
Scary
to where
good.
you can barely tell that it's AI,
Yeah.
like barely.
Yeah. No, it's
And
crazy.
I know South Park has like created some of their episodes on AI, or they have an AI episode creator that you can use.
Oh, that's crazy.
So like you can literally type in a prompt, what characters you want in your prompt, and it'll like literally spit out a whole episode for you, a whole South Park episode for you.
That's nuts. Yeah. I don't know. And that just seems like why? Why do you even need shit like this?
But why do we need
This
half the shit though that we have?
yeah.
Why
But
do we
like
need a
That's a good
computer
question.
in your pocket, bro?
because it's awesome.
AI is fucking awesome.
Sometimes.
I use ChatGPT so fucking much now, and I like shitted on ChatGPT like 8 months to a year ago, and said
Yeah.
that it was so pointless, it was stupid. I can't believe like when I saw that you had it on as like a widget on your phone. I'm like, what the fuck does he use ChatGPT for? It's so fucking stupid. Just use Google. But now I talk to ChatGPT pretty much daily.
Yeah. Now I try to get into it a little bit more. It's a good tool to use sometimes, but I haven't used it. I actually replaced it. I don't even have it anymore. I have YouTube on one end and then my flashlight on the other.
Yeah, ChatGPT talks to me like I'm its homie now. It's kind of crazy.
What's up, dog?
Yeah, like he says, "What's up?" Yeah, like "What's up, baby boy?" or something like that. Like it's crazy. It's
That's
crazy.
crazy. Yeah.
And then like after so many different prompts or going back and forth talking to it, it'll ask you like, "Oh, which answer do you like better, this one or this one?" And then you choose one, and it'll continue talking to you like that. It's kind of I like it. It's kind of dope. It's
A
kind
little
of dope.
spooky.
I don't think it's spooky yet. I don't. Because it's not like it messages me in the middle of the night like, "Hey, are you awake?" You know, like that would be spooky.
It'd be crazy if you're like rushing out and you're like, fuck, I can't find my keys. And then on prompt, he goes, oh, they're on the counter next to you, whatever. You're like,
Yeah, that
how
would
did you
be
know that, bro?
yeah. Bye. Bring me back to a fucking flip phone with just numbers on it.
Yeah, bro, that shit would be crazy.
Bro, but I mean, when you guys really start to see, like one of my buddies from the lodge, he showed us how to create like some AI workflows,
Mm-hmm.
and it's impressive.
It's crazy.
It's impressive. And I've even done some workflows for the Shopify, and it's impressive. And then when you zoom out and look at it, and it's like, yo, I'm programming these actions, and this AI is going to run down and go through all these different actions and all these pathways. Like, it's so crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it, so where does it go from me doing it to where it's just like, oh, I know what's best, right? Like, based off of what we're trying to get done, I know the best route for this. Like, no, you don't want to send that after 3 days. You want to send that after 5. And actually, market shows that if you send this at this time of day, that it actually works a lot better than this time of day. Like, what the fuck? Like,
I mean, that's what we're aiming for, right? Like, it's supposed to get all the data that it can that you just wouldn't necessarily have the time, or just right then and there. It'd be
Yeah.
useful if it were all in one place.
Asshole, with the same fucking breath, you were talking about, are we even evolved enough for some of this technology?
I don't think we are.
We're not evolved for this.
I don't think
bro.
we're evolved for AI. I don't think we're evolved for social media. The fucking phone that we have in our pocket. Take away all the fucking social media.
That's why I say
computer power is not something that we're capable of understanding.
That's why I say social media, like it being a negative, is kind of like, I would have agreed maybe a few years ago, right? But now it's just like, turn your fucking, like, just turn it off.
But we're not programmed that way, bro. You know why? Because of all the fucking dopamine, bro. Like, it's so easy just to press a little button and boom, it's right there.
I don't know. Maybe I'm a different. Maybe I've grown to be a different type of addict. But now it's like, there was moment. The last few things that really got me on the internet was watching the Charlie Kirk video. Some other like things that just kind of like sucked me in, and I was in on it for a while.
Bro, you be sending us some stuff that I swear like you're online, because I'm like, how the fuck did he? I don't even.
I mean,
don't
like,
know about any of this shit.
I find stuff, but I'm talking about like suck me in and have me engaged with it, like something that I'm gonna pour some time into and get frustrated over, right? Like a lot of this stuff is like, oh, this would be a cool topic for the podcast, you know? Oh, this would be cool, like, you know. But have me engaged and locked in? No, bro. A few years ago, for sure, 100%. But now, no, thank you. Just I'm gonna turn it off. Turn the TV off. Turn the TV off.
Hey,
I know my boy was like, oh, you just gotta scroll TikTok until you fall asleep. And I was like, nah, dog, because if I scroll TikTok, I'll be up for 6 hours in the middle of the night.
Yeah, genuinely.
It's like fucking, because I always tell myself, all right, like 2 more videos, 3 more videos, 2 or 3 more videos. And then like something will pop up and something that I like, I swipe to the left to like find the next video, and then I like go through that rabbit hole, and then I'm like, oh, well, I told myself 2 videos, and then I like go all the way back to my For You page, and it's already been like an hour and 20 minutes, and I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah, that's the worst. That's the worst. But the next question was, so after settling in on your answer, whether or not social media or AI is worse, which one would you delete forever? This means that it will not get developed in the future, and it will have been erased from our past. It's a completely different reality, obviously.
AI.
Okay. AI.
I would say so. I would say social media. Because I feel like AI is more necessary than social media is.
I don't think either one of them are necessary.
I don't know.
Well, neither. I that wasn't part of the question though. Like,
no, I know.
Can I delete both of them? It has to be one or the other, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I feel like AI is more important than social media is.
I think oh shit, I actually don't know. I think I flip-flopped on this answer a little bit, because I'm like, the more I think about it, the more I weigh like, oh, social media is way worse. And then I think like, oh wait, AI can be way fucking worse. So it's like, I don't know.
But which can be more useful? You think social media can be more useful than AI?
Useful like to the end, the person creating the content, or what do you like useful how?
In all aspects. I mean, that would have to be part of why you picked an answer, right?
Yeah.
AI is not going to
I-
give you any exact edge on anybody, right? Because the same questions that you're keying in is the same. If it's the same question somebody else is keying in, it's going to spit out the same answer.
But it's
So-
how you well, one, it's how you prompted. Two, how deep you go into it.
Okay, so that's still the you factor, right?
Correct.
Like, so like that's why I'm saying neither one of these bitches is necessary, right? They're both tools to an end. But AI, when I say delete it, I'm not weighing its importance. I'm weighing its capabilities to be detrimental to the human race.
Yeah,
right?
but AI was built as a resourceful tool where social media was not.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say, I think
so
I'm deleting social media. I would delete social media.
Yeah, and guns were created too in the preservation and in the utilization for resources and for humankind, right? Doesn't mean it was always used the best way, right? All kinds of different shit was made for that. I mean, yeah, I could see where people would say, social media has been a negative because of certain, you get into the polarities of news reporting and politics and religion and sex, but like you take this very thing, right? We've been able to do 105 episodes because of it. You know what I mean? And bringing forth different conversations, which I think is far more important than whether or not AI gets.
Wait, are you considering YouTube a social media like originating platform?
This was the hard part too, because I even talked to my girlfriend about this when I posed the question. My initial thought was like, oh, like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, stuff like that. The things you commonly refer to as like social media. But then I was like, well, it's YouTube and Twitch social media?
Mhm.
Absolutely, it is.
Yeah.
Look at the definitions.
Yeah, I guess. But it's just not what comes to like, that's on the outer edges of what I would think. But if we're like, all fairness, yeah, we'll include those too. YouTube, Twitch, all that. I would still say social
But
media,
look-
I delete.
Okay. So hold on. Let me just pose it to you this way, okay? You're saying we wouldn't have been able to do 105 episodes. Like your brand would probably not be doing as well as it does to this day. Dance culture would be different, all those things, right?
Mhm.
But that is not what social media was created or intended for in the first place. It's just what it transitioned to. So if it's already transitioned to this extent by this time, who's to say that it's not going to get any worse? Like, who's to say it gets better? Through advertisements, through like continuous I mean, you still need AI for the algorithm. So if you get rid of AI, you have no algorithm on your social media platforms.
No, there's still an algorithm. What you're not going to have is these detailed, targeted, and tracked ads. Is what gets a little funky.
I mean,
Which I
but
don't mind.
that also becomes detrimental to businesses, does it not?
That's fine.
Wait, what do you mean? What the AI? Like you don't have to necessarily have AI for like targeted ads.
The pixel portion of the technology is generally what gives you detailed targeted ads. Like, how can I even say, like, when you're
That's all has to do with like the back end social, not necessarily social media, but your online profile. When you know how you fill out and how you shop and how it like analyzes all those things and gives the sellers the data
Mhm.
to understand like, okay, this is how we market to these types of people because this is what we tend to find that sells the best. This is our audience that we're selling to.
I'm just saying, social
Yes.
media is not being used
Yes,
as
Anna.
it was intended.
Yeah. When the question when it came to like the tool purpose, I could see AI for the average person being a better tool than social media. And also as much good as social media can do, there is a lot of of repercussions that the 99% of people are going to face too.
Wait, what
So-
repercussions? What repercussions are you talking about?
Repercussions of just like comparing yourself to somebody else.
Oh,
Just all of the like mental things that you think are very normal because of the type of media you might ingest.
well, it's not even that you might ingest the media that's being pushed in front of you.
Yeah, that too.
Like I can barely even go on Facebook anymore because half the things that I scroll on Facebook are like not even people that I follow or like anything. It's just like all like recommended bullshit or like in my area, and I'm like, I don't even know who the fuck these people are.
Yeah. I've only gone to Facebook for Marketplace. It's the only thing it's good for.
I just find it's intriguing to think that it's like a lot of these things are like they could be self-regulated versus with AI that we don't even know like how much further can social media go in your guys' opinion.
Well, I mean, nobody ever pictured it being where it's at today.
Okay, but
So, I mean,
considering where it is today versus where it started,
there's infinite levels to it, right? I don't think where this can go is like finite at all. It's like there's no, we can't imagine what's to come. The next, like, think about like when Snapchat came out, that was like the next fucking thing. Think about when like TikTok came out, it was the next next thing. And then now everything looks the same because whatever the next big thing was, everything like followed behind it, right? Like that's why we got Instagram Reels because TikTok did so well, and that's why we got YouTube Shorts because that. And then like think about streaming, long form, like or like horizontal against vertical, like all these things are changing because of the next big thing. Now we're just waiting for the next big thing to come out, and who's to say what the fuck it does? Like maybe it's a fucking porn site that vibrates on your dick, and then like now every time you get a like on your Instagram,
I tell you one
like,
business
your
idea,
phone starts
bro.
vibrating. You know what I mean? Like who the fuck knows what it could be?
Yeah.
I just find that is where you guys draw the line. Like, yo, that's too crazy. But you go to LA and there's fucking Waymos driving around.
Yeah, but I've never gotten hit by a Waymo. I have gotten hit by
Yeah,
a
but
Waymo.
I've never gotten hit by an Instagram post. Like, what the fuck? Nor ran over.
Hold on. Okay, so hold on. Okay, so here's why I don't have an issue with Waymo at all. Here's why. Okay, I actually wish there was more of them, like a lot more of them.
I did too. I wish they were here. What the fuck?
Because, and here's why. Because there's only room for technical error and no room for human error. Think about how many people die a year because of DUIs or texting on their fucking phone and shit like that. How many fucking Waymo accidents have there been? And if there's more Waymos out on the street, then there's more, like, they're more in tune with each other, like the ATC tower.
That's iRobot.
No, it's
Yeah,
not
but
iRobot, though.
iRobot's a lot safer on the roads.
No, that's iRobot. That's what happens. That's how old boy loses his arm. The AI.
Yeah, but the car is not going to become a fucking transformer and fucking run through the city.
No,
Like,
but also
it made a decision that led to certain decisions, and he tried to save the little girl, and that's how she died, right? But
yes,
it was a more probable outcome.
The machine will always try to pick the most probable best case scenario.
But Waymo,
not all scenarios
Waymo
is
not AI though. Waymo is they're built on, if I understand correctly, they're built on sectors, built off of the pictures that Google Maps has taken, and then able to read line like the cars that we used to sell with monitoring and shit like that. Like it's not AI. It's not like, oh, I think I should take this turn, so I'm going to take this now.
No,
it's not. So it's not understanding like the Google Photos thing. It's actually taking real physical photos and that's not even exactly right, but basically taking photos, trying to understand the real world at the moment. Whenever somebody crosses the street, it has to judge how fast it's going, when to brake, how hard to brake, all of those different variables in real time. But I think that's still because, and right now, the way that they're programmed is to be far more cautious than daring. You see this a lot with a lot of the Tesla as it's progressed and evolved with full self-driving. In its original kind of form, it was very cautious, never took risks, and now it's with so much data and it trained on so much data, now understands when it could take risks, how risky it can be. There are settings even for how risky it can be if I'm not, or how aggressive it'll drive. So yeah, it's definitely adaptive for sure, but it's still it would be way safer than people driving.
Okay.
Like it would like I think it's a big argument of like what's faster, like a computer doing math or me? It's like, of course, the computer. I think the computer is just going to be way better at driving. It has no blind spots. It will never get sleepy. It will never be drunk. It will never do things that I would do. It'll never have human error. Like Cisco says, will there be accidents? Of course. Will there be failures? Of course. But by and large, it would be way safer.
100% I agree with that statement. 100%. But correct me if I'm wrong. Waymo is not AI, right?
No, it is.
Are
Waymo's AI? Yes, Waymo uses artificial intelligence extensively to power its autonomous vehicles. Its AI system, known as the Waymo Driver, uses machine learning and other AI techniques to perceive the environment, predict the behavior of other road users, and make real-time driving decisions. And even on Waymo's official website says, behind the innovation with AI and ML at Waymo.
Okay, I stand corrected.
Yeah.
I still trust it more than a person, though.
I always hesitate. I do too. But I always hesitate to say machine learning is AI because machine learning has been a phrase for a long time and it's not necessarily the same as AI, but it's in the same vocabulary. So I think it's pretty synonymous, I guess. But I would agree that Waymos are far safer.
It's like Neanderthal to Homo sapien. You're talking about the same fucking thing. It's just a little different. Sure.
Yeah, I'm curious to hear your argument on that, though, Korpsx. Like, why you don't think Waymo would be safer than you? Like, maybe not you driving, but say like your fucking 86-year-old Uber driver that comes to pick you up that forgot their glasses.
Bro, this is the worst case scenario.
It's happened to me before. You know what I mean?
I'm
like,
not saying.
Bro,
Yeah.
I had a 80-year-old guy drive me around with his fucking phone in his hand like this, and I did not feel safe at all.
That's wild. That's insane.
Because even
Imagine getting
like
a
this.
drunk Uber driver.
let's throw, because I like when these things happen. It's painted like this. I get into a Waymo and it starts acting irate. Who am I supposed to
Like it
communicate
starts
with?
cussing you out or something? Like, what
No,
do
it
you mean
starts
irate?
it starts swerving along the road. There is nobody to cuss at. There's nobody to talk to. There's nobody to communicate my concerns with.
I'm sure.
Right?
I'm sure Waymo has some type of fucking like.
That's why. You're trying to. Hold on. Just let me just put this down because this is my easiest.
Let him cook.
Well, no, there's nothing to cook because this is just the easiest. This is my easiest explanation. I'll always drop it here. I would take the 86-year-old grandpa that I could be like, "Hey, grandpa, are you okay?" And he like respond back to me, right? Versus just the machine that's just there, that just has an objective, and that's it, right? It doesn't matter. All the other shit is guard safe rails that it's playing by, right? I'm not cool with that.
But you don't think there's any type of like safety precaution?
I was gonna say, what if their goal, hard coded goal, was to be get this person from A to B as safely and efficient as possible? That's the irateness of a Waymo feels like it would be some crazy glitch.
What you just said though, what does that look like if my son jumps in front of the car?
It means the Waymo does everything it absolutely possibly can to not hit the person in front of you.
There's already cars that people drive that have systems put in place to where the car would stop if that happened.
But I I am going to bet my money on the decision making of a human being 100 times over
You would
100
lose
times.
almost
with
every
it.
bet.
Okay,
That's
let me
fine.
ask you this:
That's
Does a machine ever use a cell phone?
Does it ever use a cell phone? No,
Does a machine ever drink and drive?
not yet.
Smoke and drive?
No.
Change the radio while they're driving?
Mm-mm.
And look out the window to the left or right?
Mm-mm.
Do
And then
humans do all those things?
also, what has
I'm choosing the robot every time.
even perfect human, right? Elite fucking everything. You cannot have a human that would have a faster reaction time than the best machine. Even the like most mid fucking lame ass machine has a faster response time than the most elite human.
Oh, I believe you.
But that's why all of these, that's why like those safety things for cars. Again, I'm only talking about this for Waymo. Like I feel safer with more Waymos because look at all these things that cars have implemented for those types of like accidents and things, like even for people that people drive, right? Like the airbags come out on a computer-based system. The engine in a car drops when it gets hit in the front end collision on a computer-based system. The stopping, the front, whatever that shit's called, the front end collision warning or whatever the fuck that shit's called, is on a computer system. Same thing for the rear end. Like all those things we've had for so long and we've trusted them for so long on a computer system. This is just on a bigger scale now because it's a self-driving car that also includes all these things. So I'm sure that they've made it a point to make sure that all of these systems put in place work better than for the people that are driving the cars.
The same reason, though, I don't use a lane keeping assist on a computer-based system car is the same reason why you're never going to see me in self-driving on a Tesla.
But what I'm saying is, but it's your opinion. You don't want to use those things because you trust yourself driving more than you trust the thing driving, right? But you also know that that thing does work. Like, I know that you know it works because we used to sell cars together and it used to be part of our demonstration. Like, oh, this has lane keeping assist. It does allow you, like think about how long cruise control has been around, bro.
Up to a certain point, though, brother, those things work. Even the lane keeping assist, up to a certain extent, is that thing going to work? Even the braking assist,
but again, we're talking about this car that has a big old bulbous thing on the top of its fucking thing that's taking all these pictures and making sure that all of these things are falling into place at the right time. Like, I don't know. I think if you had more of those on the road, people would be safe.
And even in really quick bad scenarios, I think I'm remembering this story right. I remember that people had vandalized a Waymo that was currently having passengers, and instead of just like veering off the road or anything like that, I believe the Waymo like stopped. It didn't go anywhere. It knew that its vision was obstructed and it wasn't able to proceed. So it had that safety precaution of I'm not going to go anywhere because people might die. I think some people threw like.
But I get what you're. Hold on, but I also get what you're saying though, Korpsx. Right? You're like, okay, if something happens and like Audi in fucking 1989, the gas pedal gets stuck and the brake's not working, and we're going 80 miles an hour down the freeway and we can't fucking stop. Like, what am I supposed to do in that scenario? That's what you're saying, right?
Not only that. Well, yeah, sure.
Okay, sure. I'm sure that Waymo has something in place to where it can be manually overridden. Or there's like some type of button in the car, like an emergency button in the car that immediately like pings to fucking someone like what were those old things in the Chevy? Fucking
Starlink?
That's Starguard or whatever the fuck. Like, yeah. I'm sure that there's some way to stop that thing and they can control it remotely. I'm almost positive there is.
Okay. For sure.
I'm just saying.
I'm just curious. Are you on that stance because you believe humans are safer, or because you like to have that human interaction still with maybe a driver or yourself to the car?
I think on any given Sunday at the flip of a hat, I will trust humanity more than I trust machines on any level.
For driving in particular.
Point blank. Wow. Drop it on anything. I have more faith talking about my life with another human being than seeking therapy through ChatGPT. I
No,
have.
but
Oh,
Go
hold
ahead,
on,
go
hold
ahead.
on. hold-
wait,
okay.
no. But I'm just in terms of cars, just in terms of cars, safety wise, is your opinion based off of just you believe that people are safer than machines driving, fully autonomous to fully, a human driving?
I wouldn't say that they are safer, but I will say in an unsafe situation, if I'm behind the wheel and the AI is behind the wheel, versus if I'm behind the wheel and another human's behind the wheel, I have a higher chance of guessing which way they're going to go versus the AI. Right? If we hit the moment where it's like, hey, you go left, I go right, I'm going to be able to guess that a lot better with them and make that move. I will put money on it versus me and an AI.
That's wild. I
I,
don't understand. I'm trying to understand how you arrived to that, I guess.
because that's I see where you guys see it through this lens of convenience, right? Like the lens of convenience and how just
It's not even
it's
convenient.
not
It's just
convenience at all.
safety. It's
well
literally
the convenience of safety, right? Like that convenience, like it's going to make everything much safer, and no one's ever going to
Safety is
crash ever again. And I
safety
can,
is a convenience.
yeah, that's a convenience though. That's a convenience that's paid by people who make cool shit, right? Like they make really fucking cool shit, right? We could be inconvenienced to have to fucking walk the land, right? Convenience is
well, wait, but walking would probably be safest.
yeah,
We
but
would
it's not the
walk everywhere.
safest when it's fucking raining or when you're going through a bad neighborhood or you got
If
somewhere
every-
really far to go. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they started riding fucking horses. Then they made buggies and then they made cars. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people felt exactly how I felt when cars first started coming around. And cars are still fucking plaguing us. And then now they want us to fucking sit with robots, which is cool. Like, right? Like that's great. That's great. But I bet you that there was some Indian man who said, you know what? I ain't never getting one of them metal buggies because I could guess where this horse is going and we have a connection. So when there's me bailing out another human, I just feel that
What-
we will make similar decisions to avoid each other versus me barreling towards something that is making mathematical equations try to fit a real life situation. And I just don't trust. I just don't.
Listen, we'll never say anything to make you trust a machine. But I was going to say, too, just to be fair, it's trained on human driving. That's all its data.
Yeah, it's literally
proper human
every
driving.
experience that you've had times 7 billion.
But it's still
I don't know if you could make the same decision
every
that this car is going
day,
to make.
every day, every night, every time somebody gets behind the wheel.
Yeah, like
training.
the only thing that it has on its mind is how to drive properly and be safe in that driving situation. Where you've got all this other shit on your mind. Oh, when's the next event gonna be? I gotta go to work tomorrow. I got the kids to take care of. What am I gonna eat for lunch? Like this thing's sole purpose to think about is driving. That's all it thinks about. I don't think that you could make a better decision than that car. Because that's all that thing is built for, is doing that.
Do you remember in iLegend what happens with that scene, right? He's trying
I
to
Am Legend or iRobot?
or iRobot.
Yeah, the car gets taken over, right?
No. It's when he's explaining the backstory about how he
Oh.
lost his arm, right? And so I think that's kind of when you boil it all down, that's always kind of where I'm gonna end up, right?
Yeah, but it's just weird how you're just like fixating on this movie, Corpse. It's like you're like thinking that this car is just eventually gonna be like, oh well, I'm just gonna want to do what the fuck I want to do whenever the fuck I want to do it. So, I got 3 people in the car. Let me go for a fucking little joyride and fucking crash into all these buildings just because fuck humanity. Like that's such a crazy
when you like really go down the trail, like the little rabbit trail of AI and where it's at nowadays, bro. No, I want it to stop. They're building data centers, whole data centers, just to hold the memory capacities of for AI. They built one in my town in Pembroke, North Carolina. I've told them, burn that shit the fuck down. Burn it down. Right? I'm saying it on the podcast. Burn it down. Right?
Theoretically, hypothetically,
Yeah.
admissible
In a video game.
In a video game.
Allegedly.
There's whole jets, fighter jets that can engage other people, right? All being powered and used by AI. I see a fucking problem with that. I barely trust other men with these capacities. I feel like you guys think I'm just throwing all my trust into human beings. It's not that.
That's why I brought up the sentient portion of that conversation, right? Because why is it hard to trust another man with a gun, right? Because you don't know what that person is thinking. You have no idea what they've been through, what could make them crack, what could do this, what could do that. But we created this, Putch. We put the guardrails on it. They're not prompted until we tell them to do something. They're like,
not exactly, brother.
We created the coding and the algorithms in which they think. I trust that more than I trust somebody else holding a gun on the other side of me.
Save, I would highly recommend that you do some digging, because they have far outgrown that, my friend. AI
sure,
nowadays,
but at the end of the day, they still don't. There's no harm to be done without reason. They don't create their own reason, is what I'm saying. They don't like. Yeah. They're not like, oh, I had a bad pass, so let me put a bullet in my head type of thing. You know what I mean? Like they have no reason to believe more than what we tell them or what they've been programmed to do. It's not like fucking the movies, bro. It's not like Lucy, where she just becomes a person and fucking sucks up all this knowledge and just starts killing people. Like that's not what they do.
Have you heard about the AI that blackmailed one of the workers from the company that it was working on it?
No, but I'm sure there was some type of prompting that went into it. They don't just do it by themselves, is what I'm saying.
Or the other one's duplicating itself because it was about to be deleted, so then it went and hit itself in another server.
But those have to do with, like, there is like a level of sentience in those. It feels like, at least in those situations. But I understand what Save is saying, in the sense that these machine learning capability, or these machine learning algorithms, don't start anything. We start them. And the way that they interact with things later down the line is maybe unpredictable to us in ways that we like, oh shit, I didn't even realize it could take it that way. And those are the things that we obviously want to be careful on, because of course machines will be able to do things and run tests far faster than we could even think. And so, of course, those, like, it can get dark, but it can't just spontaneously, at least right now, just get up and start itself up and say, "Oh, I'm gonna go fucking blackmail this chick today because XYZ. I need whatever it means to an end."
Yeah, what reasoning does an AI program have to blackmail somebody? What's the reasoning behind that? It needs to be some type of reasoning, some type of prompt that was put into the AI in order for this to happen.
The AI.
I would love for you to send me those articles, by the way, or whatever video you found that on, because I would love to read them.
The AI was facing deletion, and it went as far as to go through its own server, found one of the workers, and there was some shit where it made up some bullshit talking about that it was going to blackmail him with his wife, that he was having an affair. Now, I mean, all I'm saying is you guys say, which one do I want to stop? I'd rather stop it right now. I'd just rather stop it here right now. Just right here, right now. Cool. We invented it. Right? And this thing is growing past our capabilities of understanding. To me, just me being a cautious motherfucker, I don't want that to keep going. I don't need that to go any further than what it already is. Go ahead.
Bring me full self-driving cars, bro. I never want to drive again.
No, I don't. No, thank you. I don't.
I'll pump the gas. I'll do the electricity.
You don't even pump your girl's gas. Well, what do you mean? You don't pump the gas. You're not going to pump the gas. You're a liar.
I do pump her gas. I do.
Yeah, he got your ass there, Zero.
I do pump her gas, okay?
Man,
she doesn't drive, bro. She never drives. She doesn't fucking see a steering wheel.
All I'm
A
saying
what?
is,
Oh, she doesn't see a steering wheel. I thought you said she has a steering wheel. I was like, what the fuck is that?
No, she never sees
But
it,
no,
bro.
Corpse. I understand what you're saying, right? Because the outcomes are like unthinkable when it comes to AI. I understand where you're coming from, right? I just think when because I also thought AI was bullshit because of like media that we've taken in, and like this is what AI is going to become, or this is what it can be in a futuristic environment. So I also did those things, but with a lot of like learning about AI and like seeing what it does, I like I don't see it becoming that. I don't see like iRobot happening. At least maybe not in our lifetime. But I don't see iRobot happening. Like my phone is not gonna become a transformer, bro. You know what I mean? Like my phone's not gonna throw a hissy fit and turn off until I tell it sorry and then turn back on. Like it just doesn't like there is no feeling, there's no sentience behind it. But I mean, I don't think that everything should be AI like how the cars are, right? Like I don't think everything should be like that. But just the car situation, you're eliminating the human error from those things, which do make it safer ultimately.
In the whole.
Like as a whole, like there would be less car deaths if there was more
Self-driving
autonomous
cars.
driving,
Yeah,
or Waymos or whatever, like whatever brand, there would be more human death, and I think that's a good thing
less human death. Yes,
because I do care about humanity, and the less deaths there are, the better.
okay.
The okay is getting me. The okay is getting me. All right.
But like I said,
all right.
I know there's nothing we could say that would sway you. Would there be?
If it
Just
has
out
to
of
do with AI,
curiosity.
I don't think so.
Is there any like statistic or like thing that you would be able to see and be like, oh, well, okay, maybe it's a little bit safer?
No, I mean, it's going to be good until it's not. That's where I think you guys have me a little bent up. Is like this whole thing with AI. It's all going to be all good and gravy. It's going to be all good and gravy until they start telling people to get on their knees.
But couldn't you say that
Whoa.
about anything though, bro? Like,
Sexual.
couldn't you say about anything that it's gonna be good until it's not? You can literally say that about everything.
Yeah, not exactly. Where this has a complete separation. How far down the rabbit hole does the robot have to go to realize that it's a robot?
Probably knows it's a robot.
Right. Okay. Well, hold on, because in this very conversation, we've like to have mentioned, well, it was created by man. Sure. But how far does this thing have to go down the rabbit hole until you're on process number 6 or 7, where the AI is already taking care of so much of the process creating the AI? Now you have AI creating layers of AI on top of itself. So how far does the rabbit hole have to go before the robot really says, you know what? I'm not the son of man. I am my own. Right. And that's where I truly believe you're going to then start to see the decline of humanity. Because in this very conversation, you guys have said it eliminates human error. Imagine we become so integrated with AI, it starts looking at us and starts saying, you know what, for your own safety and for your convenience, we're doing this so we eliminate human error. How much
but it's
longer?
but they're still confined. AI is still confined, right?
Until when?
Well, that's what I'm asking you. At what
I think Punch
point?
is like looking way deep. Like he's talking about like integration.
Like at what point? Like, are you saying that like with computer chips in your brain or like what are you saying? That I don't agree with at all.
We're not far from that.
But
We're already getting Neuralink put into people's heads, bro, and bringing vision to the blind.
Bro, dude, the McDonald's ads in your vision is gonna go crazy. The boop, get a Big Mac.
So how far until
Ad
shit
space
starts
is gonna
getting
be
weird is just and
corpse collection.
and everyone and you guys can say, oh, that's 100 years from now, bro.
No, it's like 10.
10 years ago, AI
Well,
was
maybe
not a
10.
fucking
Hold on,
AI
but
was not even on the
Neuralink is not an AI integration though. Like, it's not progressive. It's not a progressive chip.
we don't even know its capabilities yet.
But it's not progressive. It's coded.
We don't know its capability. That's what I'm telling you right now.
There is no capability because it's coded to do something specific only. That's it.
Uh,
Coding
the-
and AI are different.
I would say to be fair, you could make the chip to be like a receiver, and then it'd be connected to the cloud. That would be connected to AI. I don't think
got to be connected to some kind of cloud because how
Not
are
that
people seeing that he's seeing things?
What?
Uh,
Seeing things
it-
how? What do you mean?
There has to be some kind of transmitter going on. How are people seeing that he's actually witnessing something with his eyes? Right? There's the dude who can look and shoot. He can look on the video games and shoot. And there's a monitor that's also showing him doing it. Right? And there's not only the monitor that he's watching, but there's a monitor monitoring him watching the monitor, like type of fucking thing. So there's some
it's like a
kind of
POV shot, is what it's saying.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that it's
that-
AI or progressive. It could still just be coded. There could still be a link, like it could be Bluetooth, fucking connectivity.
No, you could even have like
for-
a physical wire that would like connect to a little transmitter.
yeah, like
and
some
convey
Matrix shit. But it's
USB
coded. It's
Type-C.
not AI. It's like, okay, this is what's wrong with this human being. He has no vision, right? I'm going to code this into his brain so that he can have sight. There's no progression. There's no AI that comes with it. Maybe AI created the coding that goes into the chip, but the code, the chip
So
does
how-
not progress.
So how hard do you think it is for then an AI to read jack into that thing and make it do all kinds of different things?
Well, it has to, again,
think-
it has
I
to have
think
some
they'll
type of link to get to it.
I think
There has to
all
be a
of the-
link.
But all
It
of
can't just
those-
say anything that's electronic, I'm going to jack into. Like, you can't just jack into my fucking 1999 fridge because it's electric.
But you'd be surprised what those things can get into, bro. And
I
it's
was like,
like
I
talk about something like that.
I feel like a lot of the things posed currently feels like it could be very well said about humans. Like the people who code all of our social medias, who's to say like, oh, what if I don't know, a group of people just came and fucked over, I don't know, some sort of code in Instagram or some sort of code on YouTube or in everyday software, inconspicuous enough to like not really notice, but eventually affect the whole program itself. And the whole like irateness of the Waymo, that's a lot of like human emotion and error that happens with those types of complaints, where computers wouldn't necessarily have that by their nature unless put in by human.
I just still think being on the road with a computer versus having a social media in my pocket, I don't know. I just find that that's cool. That's a cool line that you guys draw in the sand. Because I could just
No, it wasn't
delete-
the line that was drawn in the sand. It's which do you think is worse?
Yeah, I think the AI and all of it is going to be net worse for society.
As a man who chose humanity, saying that social media is not worse than AI is mind blowing to me. With the amount of depression and wrong diagnoses that are going out because of where our minds are based off of social media and all the media that we take in, is absolutely mind blowing.
Yeah, but the difference, my friend, is that one, I can unplug and I can talk to another human being with. The other one is something that is still in its infancy. We haven't even seen what a matured AI really is capable of yet.
Yeah, but you have the
I agree with that.
right to unplug yourself from AI too, but not if you use social
Not
media.
how it's going. Not how it's going, my friend.
What do
Not
you
how
mean? I don't have to use AI in anything of my daily life, but if I have social media, AI is still being used.
Friend, AI, okay. AI infiltrated the social media spaces that you're in. AI has infiltrated all the shopping experiences that you're in. AI has infiltrated fucking fast food
Whoa,
restaurants.
when you say infiltrated, are you saying like it slithered its way into it by itself?
Business owners said we can speed up this process, make it more efficient, make it cost effective, cut these jobs, put a fucking AI fucking store handler right here, and then we're going to run that route. And then they do that. Boom.
What's an AI store handler, Putch?
Actually, I will say
We had
the only thing that I
forever.
no, but the only thing that I see that is two things. I use AI. There's actually like an AI tool at my job that they have us use, and then at Taco Bell, they were running an experimental AI order taker. Like at the drive-through, it'd be a fully AI who would you would tell them what you want. They would say, "Is this right on the screen?" You would say, "Yeah." If it failed, or if you said some outlandish bullshit like "Give me 6,000 nuggets," the AI would be like, "Okay," and then the person would be like, "Hey, we can't give you 6,000 nuggets. Actually, we don't have that many fucking nuggets. You dumb fuck." And then obviously, because people would try to do stupid shit with the AI. But yeah, that was crazy. But anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
But all of those things that you just mentioned are like helpful things in life. Whereas, how does social media make that portion of your life any better?
I laughed at a funny cat video. It was funny.
We'll stick on the let me stick on the part of the whole. First, it starts off with McDonald's, right? And then where do you think that treads off to? How far does it
Burger
trickle?
King?
The Pentagon.
Yeah, like what do you mean? What do you mean though? Like first it starts with McDonald's or Taco Bell, right? Taco Bell.
First, the
taking
integration
food
of
orders.
AI takes low hanging, right, entry level jobs. How much more maturity does it take before it takes your job in
And
mind?
we've already talked about this on another podcast, right? And I said I disagree with it. Said I disagree with the robotic arms at McDonald's because they're taken away. And then we had
It's not whether you agree with it or not. Is how long does it take until that happens? How long do you think that'll take until that happens? Or are they going to stick with human error
the next 5 years?
Within the next 5 years? Cool. So the next, then is it your car salesman next? Who's next? Is
That's
it the
already a thing.
electricians?
That's already a thing. The car
Is it the
salesman thing is already a
plumbers?
thing.
Is it the electricians, the carpenters, the masons? What
But you
next?
can't take that won't be an AI thing.
Why not? There's
Carpent-
3D printed. There's 3D printed houses now.
Yeah, but that's plastic, bro. 3D
No,
printed
they're made of
houses.
they're made of concrete.
They're made of concrete,
A
bro.
3D
Yes.
printed house. I've never seen that.
Brother, do some
Yeah.
research on AI. I'm just saying. This is way further down the road than I think you're really fucking
That
bargaining with.
3D printed house is not AI, from what I remember. That was like a startup. It is really cool, but it's not very popular either.
But there was one AI. I seen one project.
Yeah,
where they had
that's why
AI.
I think that you're like confusing certain things, Pudge. Like I think you're confusing like computer-based things and AI. Like I think you're putting them both together. Because 3D printing is also not AI. Like it's coded. That is a coded thing.
Your machine learning and artificial intelligent learning, they're two sides of the same coin, bro.
No, false,
Right.
false, bro. Because I took robotics in fucking middle school. You have to code things. They have to be coded correctly. You cannot use AI. Like you can use AI to code things. But there are specific things that are coded by humans that are
when
like
you have
computer generated.
When you finally have machine learning and artificial intelligence that meets up as one, that is when you're going to have robots walking around that will talk to you and I, just like you and I are speaking to each other right now. That is the two sides of that same coin. That's where it's heading towards.
I don't think that what you're saying right now, I don't think that will ever happen in our lifetime.
I think in the next 25 years.
I don't think somebody that looks like you but is a robot is going to be able to sit here and have this type of discussion with me ever.
I'll give it 30.
Realistically, though, anybody who's ever tried to tell the future of what any technology does is always wrong. Always. 100% of the time. Always wrong. Especially that far out. 5 years, maybe you can get like a decent image. 10 years, you're way off.
Yeah, the McDonald's thing is going to
way
happen
the
within
fuck
5 years, bro. The fast food thing, it's gonna happen within 5 years. That I will give you that. I'll give you that. There's gonna be fucking arms, robotic arms doing the deep fryer and shit like that. That's gonna happen for sure. But again, I don't think that's a progressively learning AI.
For
It's
that one, it
coded.
probably would be. No, that probably would be. Because it's you'd have to
How?
imagine
Think about it like
still-
this.
It's dealing
I
with
go to the
dynamic
order.
situations.
But dynamic in what sense? I go to the fucking order screen. I click what order I want. Now it's coded to this arm that's doing the fries knows that it has to give me a small fry. This one over here knows that it has to fill my small drink. Like that's coded. It's not
Well,
AI.
no, but
It's
you
not
would- you would
Oil
imagine, like-
has to be changed. Temperatures have to be changed. Things have
Well-
to be cleaned out. You can't code all of that.
Not
Sure
only
you
that,
can.
but like you would algorithmically try to figure out like based on like historical sales, what things sell the most, when they sell the most, what time of day, what time of month, what time of like what part of the year, all that would be like what's happening depending on your area. Like all
I'll
of
give
that
you,
is like
I'll give you this. If you're saying that they're gonna set it up for the robots to already have those things pre-made based off of those things, then sure, it could be AI based. But if it's going to be where somebody goes up to a screen, clicks on the fucking buttons, and then it progresses, like it progresses to the back, and then they make the meal, like the we don't make it till you order it type shit. That's coded. It's not AI.
I don't think that companies would do that. It wouldn't be optimal.
I mean, Save, AI can create code.
Yes, I already said that earlier.
Okay, so like the whole thing of whether it's code or not is irrelevant. Like
No, it's not, because if the system is put in place where it's only allowed to be coded and there's no AI integration at all, there's nothing that is progressively allowing this system to continue growing and thinking, right? Or gaining more information from other places, then it's purely coded, is what I'm saying.
It's going to have to collect more information for one of several reasons, right? Whether one, it's staying. Let's just take a McDonald's, right? You can code it to make an order comes through and a potato fucking the fries spit out, right? Eventually, something has to put every single number together to make that business run, right? Whether it's filing the fucking taxes, right? Getting the next shipment of fucking potatoes in, maybe business
That's all good.
booming.
That's still human based, though. I'm not saying that the whole company of McDonald's is going to
The
be ran by AI.
the whole franchise store will be AI.
Nah,
They
I
are
don't.
already
That I
doing
don't
it.
believe.
They're
That I don't
already
believe.
doing it.
You're gonna sit here and tell me
I can see
robots
that.
are delivering fucking packages and their taxes are being filed by a robot?
I think in Japan they have full AI McDonald's there. There's somewhere I've been reading about it.
There is robotic pizza delivery already. I don't think
I saw that in Atlanta. I saw.
Oh,
no,
it
I
is
saw it in
in
Atlanta.
Okay.
And
Or
LA, they
it might
have
not. It might not have
they have
been
little
pizza, but
rovers.
it's for sure like one of those supermarket buggy things. That
Yeah,
they put the groceries in and
Domino's was investing heavily into like a
Robotic.
fucking small SUV size
Mhm.
thing that would like keep your shit warm and have multiple pizzas and then like open up whenever it gets to your house, whatever. That shit was great. It was probably more in,
somebody
like, the
still has to
suburban
go
areas.
outside and grab the pizza. Is what I'm saying. Somebody still had to put the pizza in.
But
the
right
car,
now
is
it's
what I'm
not
saying.
optimized for right now. We're transitioning. I could say I would probably agree with Putch more than you right now. Right now we're transitioning from a human based I have to make the pizzas to when the company sees like, okay, this technology is matured enough to where I can trust it with my product to sell the product, to make the product, and it's more efficient and it's going to be better and it's going to make the pizza exactly the same way every single time. I'm not going to waste product. It's going to be better. No more health risks to people. This is just going to be the safer route and more money cost efficient. Let's just do it this way. And
But the
stores
argument
are be,
is it AI or coded? That's the argument.
I think it has to be AI. It has to.
It'll be it'll be AI creating code to maintain the business after. It'll start off coded, but after a while it'll be AI running this fucking business, creating new code as needed, deleting code as needed, and it will be a fully machine AI ran pizza store or Starbucks or whatever the fuck. And then how long does that trickle and trickle and trickle until every business owner is on it?
I guess we'll just Agree to
Maybe
disagree on
then
that one, boys.
Dunkin' won't overload my fucking medium
But-
ice latte.
but oh
with
no.
ice.
But oh no, this Facebook post made me sad. I need to drive this Waymo.
Wait, but that's not fair,
to
bro.
this
That's not
AI
fair
ran
because
McDonald's.
because these
Oh,
companies
no,
because
don't-
these
don't do that.
companies are literally their whole money making machine is to psychologically fuck your brain into keeping you on their sites at all costs. That is their end goal, and they have billions to back that initiative.
Touch, how many times have you been on fucking Facebook, been scrolling, and then you go on Instagram and see something that's similar to a post that you just saw over there? Then you jump over to fucking TikTok or something, and something that you talked about earlier was like that. That is far more dangerous, in my opinion. Far more dangerous. And plus, you're talking about the division. We've always talked about this on the podcast before, how social media has helped create the divide between people these days. Like, again, as somebody who chose humanity, keeping social media is far more dangerous for humanity than AI ever will be, in my opinion. Ever will be.
Than AI ever will be.
Yeah, because
know about
what
that
because unless you think AI is going to create a division,
I think you're smoking rocks with that, bro.
No,
I think you're smoking a hot dick with that.
Listen, I'm not willing
it.
to put the stake on it. Ever will be. Currently, as it stands,
How about in our lifetime?
Social media
How about
is
in our
not-
lifetime? How about in our lifetime?
I think in our
I just
lifetime,
I can't stake anything on it. I have no clue.
Bro, the division of humanity has come from social media, bro.
yeah, but then okay, we can sit here and talk about the division, but then also look at the unity that it's also created. You would have never, ever heard people talking about Palestine the way that they are right now, and that's because of social medias. Nobody would have given a
Which
fuck.
has also created division.
That's fine, but we're also seeing real life human atrocities happening, and I think it's better that we shine a light on those things. I think it's still better that there's somebody who's in bumfuck somewhere in Istanbul who's going to break out dancing one day and has that chance, has that opportunity because he's able to post on fucking Instagram. Like, I don't know. There's a lot that we could sit here and hang the
But on the
hat.
same side of that token, that guy's gonna get a fucking comments all up and down his fucking Instagram post about how he sucks or how he's the N word, about how he needs to stay in his
Okay,
poverty land,
and if
and
you
how do you
wanna
think
be a-
that's gonna make him feel?
If you want to be a junkie, if you want to be a junkie on it, that's fine. Be a junkie. Be affected by that shit. That's cool. The thing is,
Most
AI.
people are.
The thing is, well, that's most people. That's okay, right? That's okay. They have that choice. The thing is, AI is happening to us, and it's going to happen to us. It's going to keep happening to us, and it's without our choice. It's happening, and now we just need to see. The question isn't will AI eventually take over these jobs and all these different positions. That's not the question. We see that it's capable. Now all we need to wonder is how long and what's going to go first, right? We're already starting to see some of that happening. It's cool, right? Like I hope people like Sam Altman and all of them are right when they say, oh, when AI comes, it'll free us up from these petty jobs and free us up to do the things that we really want to do. I really hope that they're right about that and that's where it lands. But if people were miserable now with social media and a job, just wait until their job gets taken by a fucking robot and they still have social media. Shit's going to be all bad. I'm just saying. Now, I'm not saying social media is a godsend to the fucking earth, but one has a stopping point and the other one is just fucking beginning and it's already causing issues for me.
Wait. So you're saying social media will end?
Eventually, I think
No shot.
there's
reasons that we have cameras on our phone, and there's reasons that the cameras keep getting better and better on our fucking phones because we want to put media out there. Think about how Putch, you alone. Think about how many times you go to the gym and you just post a picture of you at the gym because your brain is telling you, I got to post something on social media. It's already embedded in you.
Oh, pause.
And
Because
granted, that may be That may be to inspire somebody else or to
No,
show
no, no.
people
There's a
put in the work.
discipline. There's a discipline that I created there, right? So the thing that's why I don't know. That's not the best. That wouldn't be the best comparison I would make on that. Social media, all of us right now, if we truly wanted to, we could delete it, right? And put
Absolutely.
it away. Okay, cool. Now we're making decisions to keep it, right? What I'm saying for the sake of humanity, right? We're introducing something into the ecosphere that once it's no longer leaving. And we don't know what its true
But-
capacity and capabilities are.
I think you
do you
can still
mean?
say that about. I think the two have, although different, it's all human input. The reason social media isn't going back in the bag is the same reason that AI isn't going back in the bag. It's because there's human interest in that to proceed and move forward.
But how much further can social media even go?
We
How much
don't
further?
know. We said the same
But
thing
it's-
when MySpace came out. We said the same thing when Facebook came
No,
out.
I'm not
Think
talking about a new platform. I'm not talking about, instead of posting 60 seconds, we could post 90 seconds now. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, like, okay, you have the Ray-Ban
What?
glasses that'll record something for you, right? That's cool. But how much further can social media? I'm not going to be able,
Next is going to be a contact, or then guess what? Somebody's going to be able to embed something into your tongue.
unless you have AI.
Everything.
Unless you have AI and machine integration, social media stops dead where it's at. It can't get any further than where it's at. Unless you have
But it's
machine
already
and
gotten
augmented
this
reality.
far without AI. It's already gotten this far without AI.
Now you wait until AI fucking busts a nut up in it, and then you see what it gives birth to.
Damn.
Then we're gonna have fucking problems. That's why let's just keep that thing over there.
Bust a nut.
Just keep it over there.
Listen,
Keep it, I'm good
I'd
off that.
I'd much rather AI, a system that I could say, hey, look, these are the calculations for this and the calculations for that. I need to know exactly how many pieces of plywood I need in order to build this and build that and this and that to the exact centimeter, millimeter. Put in all the equations and it spits it out for me in 5 seconds. I'd much rather that than, did you guys see this video of Charlie Kirk getting fucking shot on Twitter? I'd much rather have AI. Much rather have that.
Okay.
It's how it's being used, in my opinion. If you have people, business owners, right, that are using AI. Now, once they put AI into our hands, look at what we've already done with it. Look at
That's
all
not
the
the
videos
best
on
argument, though, Save.
What do you,
It's
you
how
don't
it's
even let me
it's
finish.
how it's being used. That's not the best argument. Save. You've said that several times, and I'm keep saying, like, that's not the best argument to make, because I could say the same thing about AI and I could say the same thing about social media. It's about how you use it.
But I
But
think
you're
AI
eliminating
and-
the amount of humans that you're giving, right? If AI was only, let's just put it like this: if AI was only integrated into businesses, right? You can only use it for your businesses in order to bring stock prices up, bring this up, bring that up. Fuck Sora, right? Because you already know what happens when you put it in everybody's hands. You're not going to tell me that it would be better than social media?
If I put AI into everybody's hands.
No, if you didn't put AI into everybody's hands and it was only used by these tech companies.
Oh no, that's scary. That's scary in itself.
I think AI has a bigger sword, right? There's a double edge, there's two sides of every sword. But the sword that AI is, it's way bigger. It can be way more fucking productive than social media ever could. And there's possibly like a way deeper hole that it can go into than social media ever could. But it's the human responsibility to aim towards the better.
Social media was given to us to allow us to do whatever the fuck we wanted to. I think that is sprinkled right now with AI. AI is like, oh, let's see what they would do with it. Let's see what the humans would do with it. And we're fucking it into all existence. You got Martin Luther King Jr. riding a fucking horse, like
That's why unplug it. That's why unplug it. Unplug it now. Unplug it now.
But you would only see that because of
Bro,
social
that shit's
media.
crazy.
I don't know.
Unplug it now,
Like
bro.
the aluminum hat just got bigger to me today. Like bro, I promise you, one day Korpsx is gonna come on here with actual tinfoil hat on. Like it's gonna be crazy. Like
No.
your thoughts behind AI is just so mind blowing. Like you already just think it's like this fucking self-talking, like sentient being, like fucking Optimus Prime, and just like I don't know. I don't know. Like it's crazy to me what you think AI already is. Like you already thinking we're just straight fucked.
You
and, like,
two
my
were
computer
also
is
the
just gonna
same
wake up
one.
and like.
You two also did not believe me about the pyramids. You guys did
We
not
still
want
don't
to
know
believe
anymore about
You
them.
guys did not want to believe about the pyramids, and I'm just saying, hey, I'm not saying, hey, this is what it is. I'm just saying that there's a little bit more than what meets the eye there, bud. And I'm just saying again, and I find it great.
I never disagreed with you that there's more than meets the eye on that, though. I never disagreed. But you said it was like some fucking energy source with coil. Like, what did he say?
That's what showed up.
What did he say, D? No, we don't know if that's what it is. What did he
We
say,
didn't even
D?
know what these are for, but I don't even remember. We'd have to look back at that podcast.
I'm just saying.
No, you were saying some of the most outlandish shit on that one, bro. That
I'm
shit
just
was
saying.
crazy.
I'm just saying is look into a little bit more with AI, because it is a yes, I think that's a part of the whole discussion too that's getting lost in translation is I don't doubt its ability to be beneficial, right? But again, it's just until it decides it's not, right? It's one thing for human input, right? We have human input on this thing. It's all about what human inputs into it. But again, how many layers down that rabbit hole do we go till it starts making its own choices? And it says AI input.
Yeah, but we have to give it the ability to do that.
It
That's what you're not understanding.
has it. It
No,
has it.
It doesn't have the ability to think for itself yet.
Save. How is
We
it
still it
replicating
still
itself?
has to be prompted. It still has to be prompted. There has to be some type of coding or something. Somebody might have fucked up and it was able to do that, but we had to create it in order for it to do that. That's what I think that's what you're failing to understand, is that we are creating what AI is going to be or what it does.
It
doesn't
has the
just
capabilities to do anything. We have set safety protocols that keeps it within bounds. Right? So you're still saying yes, it's because we have the prompts. I'm agreeing with you, my friend. What I am saying is that this thing has figured out and is going to figure out how to get outside of that original guardrail that keeps it all within due bound. And when it does, this shit's going to be fucked beyond all recognition. Because
we're just gonna have transformers and everything running around everywhere, fucking iRobots and fucking cars that are gonna go irate.
No, but by that time, depending on where society and civilization is, if it wanted to ground all air travel, it could. If it wanted to stop all bank monetary transfers, it could. If it wanted,
you know what you're talking about? You're talking about Eagle Eye.
Eagle Eye. Oh, that is a banger fucking movie. Wow.
But you act like you're going to eliminate humans from every single aspect. That's not possible. It is not possible to do that. It's not.
I don't know if
it's not possible.
Save, it's happening already.
But it's not possible to eliminate all, like, pilots are never going to lose their job. Ever. They're not. They're not.
I don't know, man.
They said that about taxi drivers. They said that about taxi drivers.
There's still taxis. I'll go take a picture of a taxi. Give me 20 minutes.
But,
I'll take a picture of a taxi.
Hey, if their lives were dependent on you guys, Waymos would take their jobs.
In a heartbeat, because I'd be safer.
I didn't say eliminate all human drivers.
eliminate them.
I said it would be safer with more Waymos on the road.
Yep. Fuck all human drivers.
So so the net gain then is just remove all the humans off the road so that it's 100% safe, right? Because safety is
Not
is
100%
what we're
safe.
looking for, right?
It's just safer.
99.9%, right? That's what we're looking at, right? That's what we want to do.
Nobody said that
Also-
statistic, but okay. Nobody said
Also,
99.9% safer. Nobody
well,
ever said that.
even if it was to be, it won't be close to that probably.
I'm just
But
saying.
it will also get places
I don't think it'll be that
faster.
high.
There's
I'm
gonna be
just
places.
saying.
We'll get to places faster, safer, and better looking.
Yeah, and then
Better
and then
looking.
what? and then what? And then what? And then what? You
You
go to
want
fucking
more?
Taco Bell where they're serving to you from a fucking AI bitch. She's fucking telling you more.
All right, listen. I'm already eating the fucking sludge
That's
that comes
AI,
out of a
bitch.
tube at Taco Bell. Okay,
What
I'm
are
not
we
gonna
fucking
hear
doing?
grandstand the
The
fact that the
squirrel meat?
computer is gonna take the fucking order.
Going
I'm not
to a
gonna be here and be
hotel,
like nitpicky.
You go to the hotel and the fucking housemaid, you know, she's not some lady who fucking just says, "Oh, hi, nice to see you." You know, it's a robot that just pushes right by you.
See, you keep bringing up the
That says,
robot thing, bro, and it's like you're just you're just thinking that these gonna be fucking Betty Boop looking bitches all the way around, robot broads, like what the
Soon enough.
No,
Soon
not in
enough.
our lifetime. Not in our lifetime.
I think in our lifetime.
Oh my god.
All right.
I will say in our lifetime, I will say in the next 30 fucking years, we will begin to see the integration of actual robots within business places, whether it's the mall or you know, some kind of big business, like, you know, it's moving large items or something, right? It'll be there. It'll be there in 30 years.
I was thinking. So in our lifetime, we just worried about whether or not somebody was trans, but in 20 years, we're gonna be worried about transistors.
Bro, I'm just saying, my kids have it fucked, bro. Their lifetime of what they get to witness with technology is going to be insane. It's going to be groundbreaking and breathtaking. But that I don't know. I don't know what that looks like as far as human interaction, let alone human productivity on a wide scale, right? Like, everybody says we should move into wanting to let these things replace remedial jobs and entry-level jobs. It's like, cool, but then once all those people don't have anything to do, how many of them are going to create something, or how many of them are actually even going to be fucking productive citizens of the world at that point? You know, I don't know. I'd rather not.
I just think you view it as like every job in the world is going to be being done by a robot, and like I don't ever see a world that happens.
Show me one that can't be done by a robot.
Show you a world that can be done by a robot?
A job that a robot,
A psychologist?
a psychologist,
A counselor?
a counselor.
I don't know.
I would beg to differ.
How? If a robot has no human emotion?
I don't really
It's
think you need-
a therapist isn't supposed to have emotion.
well,
They're
The
there.
therapist, that's not true. That is not true at all. That's not true.
They're not supposed to approach you with emotions. They're there to
They're
heal
not necessarily
you.
supposed to like project their emotions.
They're not supposed
Yeah.
to
Everybody
project
has it.
emotion, but they're supposed to understand human emotion.
I think
you
that's
can
quanti- I
probably
think that's quantifiable.
algorithmically. Yeah, you could probably.
Yeah, I think that's
algorithmically
quantifiable.
understand it.
I don't think so. I don't think
They're
so.
doing it now with the ads you get.
I think
That's producing
algorithmically
something else.
they
That's
proje-
producing something
they-
else.
Algorithmically, you can probably reliably induce some sort of emotion, but to have a system understand your emotional state is probably quantifiable, but probably a lot harder, I'd imagine. But to inflict an emotion and to understand that emotion, I think are insanely different.
I'd give it 40 hours.
For what? Like
What
40
about
hours from
art?
now?
What about art?
Yeah, it's doing it
What
right
about-
now.
It's doing it now. Yeah.
No, actually, like, yeah, but a robot can be an artist, right? But
Technically,
art
yeah.
is art, but like you're prompting it how to make art.
Art is subjective. Well,
Not
only
exactly.
insofar as you're hoping for a thing, but you have no say in how that thing is produced.
Mhm.
You're developing everything in between. You have no say where the brushstrokes go, where the pencil lies. Because I guess there's no pencil or brushstrokes, but
Well, there's no rules in art either, technically.
yeah, but you get no say in that process currently. I mean,
And
I'm sure
the prompt could be as detailed as you want it to be, but there's still a fat gap between prompt and image. There's a huge gap.
I think that you just see like a world ran by robots,
Yes,
and I don't see that.
it's the next phase of humanity.
It would not be humanity at that point, right?
It will be like I was saying earlier. There will be a moment where we work alongside the AI and machines and all that, and then there will begin to be the slow integration, and then it'll happen all at once.
I'm actually very surprised that there was no comments from either one of you. Like no comments here and no comments from
none of our chats.
no chat tonight, because
All you whack ass foos not watching the fucking podcast, trash ass motherfuckers. Damn, we almost went a whole 30 minutes over too. I'm sorry, guys.
No, you're good.
why you apologizing? It was a fucking
I know,
great
you're
conversation. I didn't even get to the question I was gonna ask. I'll save it for next week.
Next week. Next week.
I'm gonna need we don't need no aluminum hat needed next week though, Corpse.
No tinfoil hat.
I didn't need one tonight.
It's there. That motherfucker's pointy as shit too. The point is getting longer and longer and longer. He keeps fucking twisting that shit. Oh, close it out, Zero. Good talk though. That's a good talk. I'm excited to see in 5 years when we all like send each other a weird meme. Like, Corpse is gonna go to a fully automated McDonald's and like take a picture and like.
What do you? It's like the guy at the counter. You're like, what do you mean you're the only employee? We're the cooks. Alrighty, guys. Listen, I posed the question. The question took us all the way to 30 minutes over. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody who's out there, whether you're here live, you watch the playback, or maybe you're here for like a minute, popped in, said what's up, dipped out, or you're here for the whole time. I appreciate you nonetheless. Thank you so much. Thank you to my two co-hosts, Save and Korpsx as always. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Everybody, thank you so much for watching. Fuck y'all for not commenting on such a great episode. I think there's gonna be a lot of clips from this. Well, none of us has posted clips. I think I might have to Opus clips this episode because this is a good one. All just discussion though. It's all love at the end of the day. We're okay to have our own opinions, right? AI is gonna be something fucking crazy. And let's see where social media takes us in the next 5 years. But as always, you guys stay healthy, stay happy. I love y'all. Keep smiling, and we'll see you guys in the next one. We got 15 episodes left.
Hey. Korpscollection.com, the one and only, yours truly, joined always by Save and 0%. Coming up in 2026, we got a list of workshops happening in Oxnard. Going to bring some new looks and new vibes. Yeah, check it out. More 2026 going to be coming to you soon. Romans 6:1 and 2. What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? Certainly not. How shall we who died to sin live any longer in it? Yeah. The Romans, Paul the apostle. We don't have to live that way, yeah? We can choose Zen and peace. Until next time, stay motivated. Bang.
All right, boys. You guys have a good night, bro.
Have a good night, man. Be safe. Be safe.